Liberian presidential race, George Weah's chances rises as Electoral Commission thrashes opponent's appeal. The hearing office of Liberia's National Elections Commission, NEC, has dismissed complaints of electoral fraud that has stalled the runoff presidential elections, NAN reports. According to local media, the officer in charge, Weah, trashed the complaints on the ground that the party did not substantiate the allegation of fraud. NAG.com gathers that Weah added that the complaints also fell short of proving that the alleged irregularities had an impact on the overall results of the October 10 presidential and House of Representatives elections. The complaints were filed by opposition figure and third-place finisher in the first round, Charles Brumskine, of Liberty Party, LP. Brumskine had alleged massive fraud and irregularities in the general elections, calling for a rerun. The ruling Unity Party, represented by incumbent Vice President Boakai, who came second in the first round with 29%, later joined forces with LP. On October 31, the country's Supreme Court granted Brumskine's request for a stay order on the runoff presidential election earlier slated for November 7. The runoff will see first-round top finisher and football legend, George Weah, with 38%, slug it out with Mr. Boakai to succeed outgoing President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Weah stated, on the day of election, voters arrived at almost all of the polling places before queue controllers and arranged their own queues, making it difficult to redirect to their proper role. The defendants testified to difficulties that impeded the timely opening of polls, some due to the overflowing of rivers where polling staffs had to carry materials in canoes and on their heads in long distances. The hearing officer is not convinced that these challenges alluded to by the defendants during the hearing of the complaint amount to fraud. LP and its co-complainants were said to have faulted the ruling and announced their decision to file an appeal before the NEC Board of Commissioners. Com previously reported that former Ballon d'Or winner George Weah and Liberian Vice President Boakai were headed for a runoff in Liberia's presidential election. They lead the field of 20 candidates who competed to succeed Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Africa's first female elected president and a winner of the Nobel Peace Prize.